Hey food lovers, welcome to another episode of Lifestyle with a Food Lover. I am Chef Kristen Hatton at KristenMaries.com, and this is
Dr. Toni Hatton, vision expert and certified health coach at www.theattractivethinker.guru.
And today's topic, we're going to title it, It's Not Just a Salad.
Okay, it's not just a salad.
Isn't that right? Yeah? Okay. I thought we were going to call it something else.
Yeah.
But, so we were just sitting here talking, and I don't know, I was just like, why, when I go out with my friends or, or other people, when they're hanging out with people and it's like lunchtime or it's dinner time or something like that, and they're like, girl, we should go here. And I'm like, okay, we can go here, but I'm going to just get a salad. They're like, a salad?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't want no salad.
yeah, I don't want no salad. Like, why? I guess my question is, why is
the
a salad
get a bad rap?
Yeah, like, why is a salad such a turnoff for people? Like, what? Like, maybe it's what kind of preconceived notions do people have about salads? Because I actually like salads. They're so fresh. Now, I guess when I say salad, I don't mean like iceberg lettuce with some half chopped tomatoes, with some scraggly onions and ranch. Like, that to me is like a disaster in a bowl. Like that, I mean, it doesn't even sound like it's gonna taste good. Like, that's not what when I say salad, like when I'm in my house and I make a salad, I'll probably like get some quinoa and mix it in with like some mesclun lettuce with some onions, some tomatoes and cucumbers. I don't know, maybe like some grilled chicken. Some walnuts, some shrimp, raisins, and just like throw it on a bowl with like some sort of like, I don't know, like lemon, olive oil, vinaigrette or something like that. And I'm just like, that's a salad.
Yeah.
So
boiled eggs.
Yeah, boiled eggs. Okay, you go with them eggs again. But I don't know, like what is it about a salad that's such a turn?
You had.
They were like cheese, garlic.
Yes. And you made your own croutons one time, and they were like fabulous. Yeah,
I did some. I think it was rye. It was like some swirl bread. It was like rye bread. It had like some swirls of like pumpernickel mixed into it. And I just cut them into cubes, mix it with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and threw them in the oven for like a good 10 minutes. And what else I put on top of, was it cream of crab soup? It was.
Is that what
really,
that was?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was on top of it.
What?
It was the crouton you just described. That's what that was on top of the cream of crab soup?
Yeah.
That was good. That was
good. That's
to top that off. Yeah. I like that.
So what are people putting in their salads, or like, why is a salad such a turnoff?
Because like you initially said, iceberg lettuce. Now, most people may not know, but we know, and food lovers, you may know, iceberg lettuce doesn't really have nutritional value. If you're going to use a green or a leafy veg in your food, you want to make sure it's a dark green leafy veg, like a kale or spinach. Or what's another one that's just a good idea to talk about? What's another dark green leafy veg that people wouldn't even consider putting in their salad?
Arugula, greens.
Dandelion greens are very healthy, and they're detoxing. Dandelion greens, they're very detoxing.
I love that mesclun mix. Like, that's my go-to when I'm just like trying to grab a lettuce to make a salad. It's the dark purple and the green mixed in. They have like arugula mixed in with it and like some other stuff. And I don't know. I like trying different greens because, like, I don't think people realize, but the different types of greens that people use for salads, they all have like a different flavor. Some may have like a bite to it, be like a little bitter or something like that. But I like to try them out to see, which ones I like. Like, I know the market that we go to, they have like a whole like two rows of just different kinds of greens.
And I was trying to, while you're talking, I'm sitting here trying to remember, there's a green that it begins with a C. It's really pretty. It has a big leaf on it. I can't figure out what the name of it is. It begins with a C. It has big, beautiful leaves. They're vibrant. They're dark in color, and they're single leaves. It's not like it's
single leaves.
Yeah. But you can see,
I'll
here's
have
the
to see a
deal.
picture of it because there's so many of them in the market.
But see, that's the thing, food lovers. There's so many options, and we were just recently talking about you should try something new.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting iceberg lettuce, you know, if a romaine would be a step up.
Shoot, I would say upgrade yourself from romaine too. Like romaine is not doing it for me right now.
Right.
Like I need something to add like a little punch to my salad, you know?
When you say add a little punch, you're right. Dark green leafy greens.
They have a flavor.
They have a
Iceberg
flavor.
doesn't taste like anything to me. It tastes like paper. It literally tastes like paper, and they just throw it on there because it's a nice cheap base for dressing, pretty much. So I mean,
wow.
When I do a salad, the base has to be a really really good one. And
when
then
you say base,
like salad doesn't always have to have a lettuce or something like that. Like I said, it could be your base could be quinoa, your base could be a brown rice, your base could be a tomato. But it's like if you pick your base out and then you curtail all your other ingredients around that base, then you have a really, really great salad.
Because what you're describing is like a full meal. When you talk about,
yeah.
Who would think to add quinoa and brown rice to a salad?
Like, I know people are like, oh, I'm not going to eat that, so I'm still be hungry after that. Like, when I eat a salad and it's like really good and fulfilling, I'm not hungry. I don't want to go eat a sandwich afterwards. Like, I think that's what it is. Like, people think when they're about to go eat a salad that they're going to still be hungry after the fact.
Well, I can't eat a salad. I'm really hungry. I said I'm really hungry. No, I'm hungry.
Like,
so we can't go get no salad. We got to go get some food.
Yeah, if you're
like
still
salad
hungry,
isn't food.
Right. Like, if you're really hungry after you eat a salad, then that was a side salad. That wasn't no meal salad.
Yeah.
I'm talking about meal salads right now. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to eat anything else after a meal salad. So, I mean,
a side salad.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you throw in, like, when you make salads?
I love what we had recently, pickled beets.
Oh,
who would think that? I mean,
all right. So I know I told y'all not to say y'all like stuff, but I don't like beets. Like, I've tried them in a couple of different forms.
What forms? Talk about it, because you always say, don't say you don't like something until you've had it in its best form. Is that right?
Or at least three different kinds, you know, of cooking.
And the reason why beets are good for you because they're blood builders. Think about it. They're red. Yeah. And even when you handle them, your hands turn red. It's an indication, you know, there are signs and signatures in nature, indications of what's really good for us. Because, for example, if you cut open a carrot, like long ways, I mean, not long ways, cut it short ways so you can see the circle. It resembles the eyeball. So, you know, carrots are, as we all know, good for the eyes. But when it comes down to beets, they're red. You know, they're blood builders.
So I've had beets. I had candied beets. I had roasted beets. I had beet juice. You know, when I was dealing with the whole anemia, so I had beet juice. Drinking beet juice every day for 7 days is just not. Okay, I do like beet chips. Those chips that we those Mediterranean chips.
What is the name
those
of
are beet
that
chips.
Terra
chips.
There's a food resource.
Yeah.
We need to talk about those Terra chips. Terra. They are really good.
Yeah, I will. Okay, so all right, I didn't lie, but I still don't like beets, but I will eat the beet chips out the Terra bag. So
that's a different form of beet.
You're right. All right. I got myself. I will eat those, but that's about it. I will not like beets in my salad. Like I don't like the weird
texture.
No, because I would think that I like the texture. It's the
pungent taste.
Yeah, it has like this weird. Like, even when I try to mask it with something else, it's still, like, the flavor of the beet still comes out, and I just can't get past it.
We were recently at a salad bar, and I could have ate all of those beets. They were so good. Remember, I leaned across the table, and I said, Kristen, how do you make pickled beets? Because these were, like, fantastic, and I love beets because I juice beets, you know, juiced beets with carrots and a hint of ginger in the morning, and an apple. It's just really, really refreshing, right? And what else? Roasted beets. We make roasted beets sometimes. You'll slide them in the oven. The beet chips, of course, but I'm sure there are other ways. I really want to try pickled beets. I'm looking for some recipes. Maybe you can help me out with that because I like the way they taste. You know, that's trying things in this different form. So when we talk about salads, you know, when you say the word salad, people wouldn't think adding pickled beets.
I mean, because when you think about it, when you go to like, I don't know, the restaurants, you know, the fast food places, it's all very generic.
It is. It is.
Very, very basic.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, onions.
Make it an egg or some bacon, you know, on the side.
White croutons.
All right. And then your dressing options: ranch, blue cheese. You may get a balsamic,
$1,000
Caesar, $1,000. Ooh, you may have like
and fake bacon bits.
Sure, why?
Those bacon bits are not real, and the red color is not even a real red color. It looks like the brick color red.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is that? Like you said, chewing rocks.
Yeah, but everything is very generic when I guess salads are concerned. Like you already know. I guess that's why we have like those horrible ideas about salads, because it's like we already know what we're gonna get when we go to order it. Which is why I'm very, very, very picky about ordering salads like out in public.
Yes.
It has to be like a place that specializes in salads. You know what I mean? Like I always say, like, I don't go out to eat what I can make in my house. Like I rarely ever order salads when I'm out in public because I could do a better version of it at home. So why am I spending my money and my time when I could, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess you just gotta try some different stuff.
You do. So let's talk about salad building. You know, I like what you said, foundation. Who would use that word when you talk about a salad? Usually people just chop up some vegetables. Like the base of a salad really, which is common, is iceberg lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers. And they'll chop that up and throw it in the bowl and pour all this heavy salad dressing over top of it, trying to make it taste good.
And those are like the three that I really don't like using because they're just so basic. You know what I mean? Like I may throw them in like every now and then, but not really. Like I said earlier, like when I want to make a salad or if I'm in the mood to eat, like first of all I figure out like what mood am I in? Do I just want like a tiny little salad just to hold me over until I get to dinner, or do I want this salad to be my dinner?
Yeah.
You know, I want it to be fulfilling. And then I think about, okay, so what my base is it has to be something that I like, so that I can put the other ingredients in it to match up with that. So like, okay, for example, let's say I'm in the mood for, I don't know, I'm in the mood for apples that night. And then I'll be like, okay, so do I want the apples raw, or do I want to cook them in maybe some olive oil, break down the texture a little bit, so, you know, bring out the sugars and things like that. Maybe I'm going to caramelize the apples. So then I'm like, ooh, I'll go in my fridge, I'm like, ooh, apples and onions. I'm like, ooh, apples, onions, and raisins. And then I'm like, oh, okay, seasoning. I'll just like look at my cabinet, like, okay, so salt, pepper, maybe a little garlic powder. And I'll just start throwing things in the pan. And I'm like, okay, ooh, apples, onions, raisins. How about maybe some grilled chicken on top? And then I'll be like, okay, ooh, there's some kale in the oven. And then I'll just throw in some kale. And then there's like this salad with a little bit of grilled chicken. And that's literally how I'll do like my salad. Like salads don't always have to be cold.
Yeah.
They could be hot too.
Yes, that's awesome.
They can be cooked.
Yeah. That's awesome. So when you talk about in the oven with the kale, you're mentioning kale chips. You're referencing kale chips?
No, I mean like throwing the kale in the pan with the apples and onions and raisins.
In the oven?
In the pan. On the stove. Like sauteing the kale with the apples and stuff like that.
Wow. And that's what you call a salad. So salad doesn't necessarily have to be cold.
I may add, like, I could add in like a little vinaigrette into it, you know, just whatever mood I'm in. You know, cold salad, hot salad, room temperature, you know, just, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be another definition for like, we need to define salad a different way.
We need to find a different word for salad.
Yeah, because I don't know, just the basics of a salad nowadays is just not, it's not good enough anymore.
Yeah. So I'm listening to what you're sharing, you know, with the food lovers today about the salad and salad building ideas, you know, the foundation, you know, who would think of foundation when you think about salad? The base of it being your greens or your grains.
Greens or grains. It's not always greens.
Right, right. And then people wouldn't even imagine placing fruit in a salad. Raisins, apples, tangerine slices, plums,
peaches,
pears, strawberries.
Build a salad over a peach one day. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised at how many seasonings and things and how many other fruits, how many other vegetables go well with a peach.
Mm.
You know, how a vinaigrette tastes with a peach. You don't always have to just eat a peach out of hand,
That sounds
or eat
good.
an apple out of hand,
Mhm.
or eat the peaches out of a can. You know, just like the book that I mentioned earlier in another video, Culinary
Mhm.
Artistry, has that
Mhm.
whole section where what goes with a peach.
What goes
Look up a
with
peach,
what?
and it'll tell you everything that goes with a peach.
And that enhances your palate and makes it more satisfying.
So
Right?
now when you go to restaurants and you see, you know, an item on the menu that you wouldn't have tried before, but now that you've played around with peaches, you'd be like, oh, well, I'm gonna try this. You know, I'm gonna try this entree. I'm gonna try this this side dish because it has peaches in it, and I tried peaches, and I love peaches. You know.
Mhm. That is an excellent idea because, you know, when you start building the salad, and you could probably build it based on the fruit and vegetables that you like.
Mhm.
That's an idea too, food lovers. Think
Mhm.
about the fruit that you like and the vegetables that you like,
Mhm.
and just start building a salad based on that, and try different greens because, you know, that's the essence of food right there. You have your fruit, you have your veg, and then you can add in different proteins. You could put beans in a salad.
Building a salad off of beans. I think recently I had some beans, and so I just added in. I think I added in some onions, some tomatoes, some garlic, a little bit of cilantro, some feta cheese, a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and I just sat there and ate it with like tortilla chips, and I was like, fine. It was so good. I could have ate the whole bowl. I know it wasn't like I wasn't supposed to eat the whole bowl, but
Exactly.
it was so good.
Yeah.
And it was like a bean salad.
But see, that's the thing. If it's good like that, you can overeat and not feel guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Think
okay.
about that.
I can feel a little guilty because then I'll be past the point where, you know, I'm like,
You're
I'm full, and I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
it's so
I've seen
good.
you cramp through that your throat, and I can tell when it's happening because the eyes begin to glaze over, and I'm like,
Oh
Chrissy,
my
you're
God.
full, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, but I'm trying. It's just got a little bit more. I'm like, well, why don't you just pack that up, or why don't you just save that for the next meal?
Yeah.
You know, that goes back to those stories we tell ourselves. What are we telling ourselves that make us, you know, go, you know, to that next level? What are we? When I say stories we tell ourselves, what are we saying? Mama said, always clean my plate.
Yeah. Don't waste food.
Yeah,
There's
don't
hungry
waste
people.
food.
I mean, hungry people in Africa. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and those are the things that we hear all the time. And when you see something, if let's say you might have 2 or 3 forkfuls left, I don't want to put that in a snack bag.
Because it's not enough to be, it's like when you're hungry the next day, it's not enough to satisfy your hunger the next day, so I might as well just cram it now.
It doesn't satisfy the hunger, but I'm just thinking while we're talking, like if you had something really good that night for dinner, you know, the Friday night you went out and you ate something really good, and, you know, honestly, that next morning, you still want a little taste. If you got 3 or 4 forkfuls left, it does satisfy a little
maybe
bit.
for you. It don't say, it's like,
I know,
if I save it,
the whole...
I do. It's like if I save it and then I wake up the next day and I look at it, I'm like, all right, I'm going to add something to this because I'm still hungry.
These
like,
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that little 2 bites, I should have ate this last night. Like, it's not going to do anything for me.
Yeah, I like that. Salad building techniques. Yeah, so it's not just a salad, food lovers, you know. Think bigger, think foundation, think on salad building, you know, build a strong foundation around your salad. And when you sit down to eat the meal, you can actually create it in such a way that it is a complete meal. It's fulfilling and satisfying and nutritional. Increases your energy, won't sap your energy, actually energizes you, and you're able to continue throughout the rest of your day, you know, instead of feeling sluggish and, you know, heavy and sleepy and, you know, lethargic and bloated and all of these things that come from eating the wrong things in the middle of the day. So we hope that you've received some salad building tips, some awesome information. Maybe you can just go into your kitchen right now and just start going through your fridge, pulling out your favorite fruits and your favorite vegetables and just chopping them up, throwing them in a bowl, tossing them with your salad, your favorite salad dressing, and just having them.
Take the whole idea you just said, the whole salad, and like wrap it up in a wrap. You know, maybe a spinach wrap or tomato basil wrap.
On the go.
Yeah, take your whole salad and just wrap it up and eat it.
See, then that's a different way of making. People call it killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but you can make your salad. Because here's a great tip that I use, food lovers. I don't just make one meal. I don't have time for that.
Mm-hmm.
When you're making food, you want to make sure you're making enough for 2 or 3 meals, so you can just grab and go.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say the first go round, you eat it as a salad.
Mm-hmm.
The second go round, you have appointments and meetings and clients to see and things like that. You can just grab up some, wrap it up in a wrap, and take it with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, but it's prepared a different way.
Yep.
And it's still satisfying.
Same thing you do when they tell you make that turkey for Thanksgiving. Then the next day you got turkey sandwiches, and then you got turkey salad, and then you got turkey soup. You can do that with pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So I say wipe out your preconceived notions about salads and create something new.
Yeah, absolutely. Food lovers, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Lifestyle of a Food Lover. We're here to support you in trying new things, enhancing your palate, being healthy, being creative, having fun with your food, enjoying your food, and enjoying your life. This is Dr. Toni Hatton, vision expert and certified health coach at www.theattractivethinker.guru. And
I am Chef Kristen Hatton at KristenMaries.com.